Good day and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all can see me all right. So today we're getting back onto the H3 Hummer. So we're going to go over some of the things I want to get done tonight before it gets too dark. I want to go over, we will be removing these. Trying to anyways. There is a bolt in each side underneath here that I want to be able to get access to, and I want to paint those too anyways, but I got to get access to that bolt up top so I can figure out how I'm going to do the light bar rack for my wife on her Hummer. I know we're not in the nice warm heated garage this time. My dad's car's in there, it's torn apart. Waiting to figure out what we're going to do with it. I'm not getting into that one. That one's not good. So, alright, well, let's get started on dismantling this. Alright, so, you need 2 star head screwdrivers. To get started, you're going to have to pull the weather stripping from the door off and just pull it back. Then you're going to want to get in here and pray that these things come out nice. Now I know I've taken one of these off before. I don't exactly remember if it was this side or the other side, but I know that one screw did not want to come out very nicely. So you get in there, take the screws out, and boom, it pops right off how it's supposed to. So it's got 3 clips, 1, 2, 3, and with both the screw I was trying to access is right here. So let's get a better look at that. So this is the one I'm trying to access. It is a torque head bolt. So what I want to do is I want to go from this bolt to that bolt, go out, up about 1 inch, and go straight across for said roof rack for the lights. Same thing on this side. Get that weather stripping back. I know the lighting's not the best on this side, but you get in there, pop these screws out. Surprisingly, for the age of this thing, these screws are coming out pretty nicely. And then I'm just setting them in on the dash. Pop that off. Set it off to the side so I can scuff that up and paint that after. Yep, same torque head bolt. So what we're going to do, oh, that's broken. So what we're going to do is I'm going to find some flat stock steel that I can run across here and then bend up. I'm probably going to have to get it from work. And then what we're going to do is I'm probably going to run straight across. And then what we're going to do is, if I can find one. So these are the lights I got that she wanted for the roof. LED, super flat, 4-inch. So we're going to set 4 of them on the roof, across the roof, like that, straight across. I'm going to wire them into a toggle switch, and it's going to be on a remote as well. So she can either flip them on with the remote or hit the button. It's probably going to be the button. I'm probably going to keep the remote for myself. for when I do some lights on my truck. But yeah, so I'll catch up with you when I have the steel and I'm ready to get to work on that. Alright, so it's now another day, but we are back. I got some brackets I have taken off of equipment at work that we're going to see if we can fab up to make a pretty decent mounting system for the wife's light bar rack. So let's take a quick look at these and see. We'll put them up top and see where I got to bend, and I know I'm going to have to drill another hole in them and so on and so forth, unless I flip it around and do it a different way. But either way, I still think I'm going to have to drill a hole in it. But let's take a look. Here we are. So these are the brackets. They're taped. They're beveled here and go up. These are off one of the lawnmowers I have, riding lawnmowers from work. What they do is when we get them in the shipping crates before we put them together, this is how they mount the seat on. I'm thinking if I drill a hole in the middle there, or see if I cut it, but I still have to drill a hole because I need it to go. I need it to go up over that ledge because I'm going to have it sit flat. So that will actually sit flat right there. So if I was to cut this off straight, right, and drill a hole, bend it up, let's just see if I can get it positioned here, bend it up right here, drill a hole right there, and then get it set up, and then I can weld a bar across, and then I can be able to mount all her lights up. So I'm going to go and we'll get some measurements here, and then we will get to work on this bracket system. Alright, so I hope you all can see this. I got it cut, drilled, and bent up. Right now I know it's pretty crude looking. I was hoping I can get these. Oh, wow, that's not even tight. Get that out. We're going to do both sides. We are going to place this on there. Then I am going to measure it. I'm going to find what I'm going to need. I might have to drill that a little bigger. Yeah, I'm going to have to drill that significantly bigger than that. The bolt sticks up about 1/4 inch. I don't know how to fold this up. There we go. Move over onto this side. I'm going to take this one out as well. I'm going to have to go and find a tape measure. I might do that later. Actually, I don't have to drill that out. I can just take this off, I think. Nope. Oh well. Here's what it is. So I'll just get it drilled. I'll take it and drill it. So that's how that's going to be. Oh, oh. So then we're going to measure from there to there. I'm going to get I'm probably going to see about getting a piece of round tube. Roughly the same size as that, so probably about 3/4 inch. We'll put it on there. I'll weld it solid. I'm probably going to plug one end. What I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a bunch of holes. I'm going to feed the wire through and have it all come out one side and then run down and in. And I'll have the wires going in and the lights bolted in a certain spot, or I might do 2 on each side and then have the wires come down. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. But I will catch up with you later. It's getting pretty late. I want to get home. I got to eat. Got a bunch of other stuff I got to do. So we're going to get that measured up. And I'm going to see if I can even find a piece of round tubing. I might even have to do square. Or I might even do angle iron. I don't know yet. Small stuff. I think round would look best. But we'll have to figure it out. And then I'll weld like a washer on there and bolt it to it. I'll figure it out as we go. It's going to be a little bit of a process. So stay tuned, keep watching, and I will catch up with you next time. Have a great evening. Alright, so we're back. As for the light bar mount that I started, I made the brackets. I found a piece of steel at work. So I welded it all up at work, did some things, and here it is. I still gotta clean it up. What I want to do is I want to weld the mount from the light onto this, drill a hole, run the wires through, try to be as inconspicuous as possible. But here it is from the back side. So there it is. It's all rusty. It's got to be cleaned up. Test fit, factory holes, factory screws. Let's go down. We'll take a look from the front. So it's going to sit pretty flat on there. There's going to be 4 lights on there for now. I might order 2 more. So I'll figure out how we're going to space it and go from there. And yeah, so that's where we're at. Hopefully I can get those mounts welded on tomorrow, along with a bunch of other stuff I'm working on this thing. Paint, body. And then we're going to get some powder coat ordered. I got to get some sandblast. I got to do the rims next. After the paint and the light bar is done, we will be doing these rims. It just peels up. Nasty. That's what them Canadian winters will do to you. Alright, stay tuned. We'll catch up with you. So it's another day. We're back in the shop. I'm working on the light bar rack. I got it cleaned up, sanded down. I got my mounts welded onto it. So we're going to take a look at that. And then we're going to get to priming and painting it. And we'll catch you when it's on. I'm going to drill some holes in it for the wires yet. I think I'm going to do that right now, actually. And then I'll prime it and paint it and get it back up on top of the Hummer. But let's take a quick look at the mount and where I'm going to drill the holes. So this mounts flat to the Hummer. I mounted the light brackets on the front side of it to tilt the lights up. I didn't want them on top because I didn't think it was going to look good. But I welded there and I welded there in each hole on the mount where the bolts would go, and then I welded the top. I'm going to take a drill and I'm going to drill a hole right there, right there, right there, and right there. And then we're going to get it primed up and painted. And before I put it on, I'm going to run all my wires through, mount all the lights onto it, and then I'm going to mount it back on the vehicle with everything done. But I'll catch you when we get to that point. Alright, so it's been a long day. I've been getting some work done, doing some more painting on the Hummer and whatnot, but we're here about the light bar, the rack, the light bar. Got to weld it up, I got to paint it, I got to mount it up. The next step's going to be wiring it in. So we're just going to jump up here real quick, and we're going to take a look at what I did as for getting prepared to run the wires and whatnot. So I took it and I drilled a hole in between every light. What I'm going to do is I'm going to feed these through. I'm going to feed wire through here down to the farthest, and the next one, and the next one, next one. I'm going to heat shrink it, then I'm going to pull it through, pull it through, pull it through until they're all there, and then I'm going to wire them all into one and then run it down. And then, but take a look at it. You guys can tell me what you think. I think it looks pretty good. They look super evenly spaced for eyeballing it and tacking and then just sending it with a full weld. I had to adjust the bar a little bit. I had to tweak the bar in the middle because it was touching the roof. But yeah, up to that. That's as far as I've made it so far. I hope I'm getting it wired within the next couple of days. I got a whole lot of stuff going on. Trying to get this paint done and everything else. I'll give you a quick little glimpse of that. So this is all painted and I've polished it already. Look at the shine in it. Like that's just, that's a beautiful reflection in my eyes. So, I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not horrible either. Stay tuned. We'll catch up with you in the next video for the wiring of the lights. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.